We are cybereum.
Cybereum is a Web3 project in the enterprise B2B space. We will improve the lives of billions of people. We will transform the efficiency of a large portion of the world's economy. We will make it possible to make substantial progress towards the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals, as well as towards our net zero goals by the year 2050. This will happen because we will enable the efficient decentralized governance of complex networks of autonomous stakeholders, building even more complex projects. And we say this with a lot of deliberation, with a lot of care, and with a lot of confidence. Let's find out why. The world that we see around us, the transportation, energy, and infrastructure projects that underlie the human standard of living and human civilization itself, is built by projects. Projects account for trillions of dollars of expenditure each year and form a major portion of the world economy. More than $10 trillion is spent on construction projects alone, and about 8% of world GDP is spent on mega projects. McKinsey in 2022 estimated a requirement for $9.2 trillion in annual spending on physical assets for net zero emissions by 2050. This chart shows the problem. Massive cost and schedule overruns in the projects that are fundamental to our living standards, climate, and social goals, severely affecting most of the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Here you can see the cost overrun on the y axis and schedule overrun on the x axis. Water, road, and railway projects show cost overruns of more than 100%. Power projects are over time by more than 60%. Cost overruns approach $1.2 billion on the average capital project, which is 79% of initial budget. Delays run 6 months to 2 years. $1.6 trillion is lost annually on construction projects. With this track record, the $9.2 trillion that we need for the net zero transition will balloon to more than $20 trillion of money which we do not have, and we will be too late. Why do we see this track record? The problem is due to the interplay between complexity, misaligned incentives, and human cognitive biases. Because of all this, information is not synchronized across organizational boundaries. Schedules, activities, and contracts are fragmented. Over optimism builds across boundaries into schedules, cost, and benefit estimates. Collective response to unpredictable outcomes is ineffective. Blockchain technology will really address some of the key issues with why projects have that terrible track record. We have resolved this. The architecture of our project governance platform using blockchain technology has been peer reviewed and published by ACM. We describe how a trusted source of truth with verifiable commitment by all parties integrates all participants' schedules and contracts into a responsive network, and how this will resolve the complexity, cognitive biases, and misaligned incentives that challenge the performance. Even as we make projects perform significantly better, we also describe how to track sustainable development and ESG goals in a transparent way. Cybereum allows multiple independent parties with their own interests to come together temporarily and create the most common value. It will create a purposeful symbiotic organism oriented towards project goals from a temporary organization of autonomous entities. Our mission is to increase the efficiency and accountability of projects. Making projects more efficient is critical to humanity, and we will make this possible.